Miss Daphne Bridgerton.
All right. Hey, how's it going, guys? Main Street Cinema back.
What's up?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Got your token?
We're going to be talking about Bridgerton. We got James here today.
What's happening? I'm excited about this.
All right. Nothing happening
right,
except Bridgerton talks, right?
Bridgerton.
And Ian's here.
How's it going, guys?
You watched at least 5 episodes. I know you did because
I took a nap through a couple of them, too.
That's fine. It's a nappy thing sometimes for some people.
Second half.
But, okay.
I was going to make a joke about nappy, but never mind.
Bridgerton, guys. Bridgerton. Netflix show. Shondaland.
Yes.
So Shonda Rhimes produced it. She did not write it. She did not create it.
No.
The creator writer, different person. We don't know his name right now, but we're not going to worry about that. It does fit into her world. Why does it fit into her world? Because good character development and nonsense fucking shit going on.
That gets you addicted.
That gets you addicted, right?
Yes.
Premise is silly, but you move past that because
You
it's
do.
fun,
Yeah, it's Shonda.
right? You move past that because it's fun. Give us the good. What'd you think, James?
What
The
is
good first.
The good. I thought that I love the fact that they incorporated people of color into a society that necessarily you don't see that, because representation is important. So that's my soapbox message for the day.
Yeah, that was nice. There were no slaves.
No.
In the world of slavery,
Yes.
there were no slaves.
In
And
the
I mean,
1800s.
when I watch these type of shows, I'm just like Dukes and Viscounts. I'm like, you motherfuckers don't work. So I'm just like, oh, I mean, like, I know how it happens. So, yeah, they didn't do that. That was fine. There was that one moment when Lady Danbury said, like, you know, everything that was done based on the Queen getting married, and that was a throwback to Charlotte.
Yes.
Who was played by a really good actress in this, in this one. What was her name, guys? Golda Rush. We can't say the last part.
We'll just say Golda.
We shouldn't have never even tried to
Yeah,
say
No,
it.
I saw it on the screen, but I wasn't going to try to pronounce it.
Rocheville.
Yeah. I know you brought up her hair, right?
Yes. So I mean,
Let's
so
take a look
one
at
of the-
some of this hair right
Well,
here.
the hair. Let's
Look at that hair right there.
Let's
Show
take a
it. Look at that
shout
hair.
out to no, show my favorite.
Show that hair.
my favorite picture that we have of Queen.
Oh, wait,
Charlotte.
you want to see the...
Ah!
Disco Queen.
Solid. No.
She got roller skates on in that one?
She got minks in that
No,
shit.
I mean, if you guys know anything about this, is actually Queen Charlotte. This is based off the real Queen Charlotte. She's married to King George.
I'll show you the real one next to the other
She,
one.
ooh, she had a little bit of pigmentation.
Yeah.
She has an actually interesting storyline. Actually, real person. She married. This is actually her second husband. She was married to King Leopold. After that, went down. This is her second husband to King George. We're the ones that beat him in the American Revolution.
USA.
And he went crazy. The Madness of King George is a great play.
All right.
She had 15 kids. A couple of them died. Victoria and that whole storyline.
Yeah, 13 kids
15.
lived.
Yeah.
13 lived, yeah.
13 lived, yeah. And they actually have a moment in there where King George is actually asking about one of his daughters. That
At the table?
yeah. And it was, but I thought she was a standout. If you guys are going to watch this show for one reason, in my opinion, it is to see Charlotte. I think she bought that black girl magic with this hair. I mean, there was dreadlocks, there was afros, there was stuff like that, and it was so subtle, but it made a statement.
So that's what I was going to say. Like, it's not. It kind of changes history with different colored people, blah 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 blah. But it doesn't force feed it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very like just natural. You know what I mean? How it comes at you. It's not like
Like it was
overdone,
awkward,
like,
or they're
yeah.
trying to make a statement that she wasn't.
Yes,
No, it was that she. Listen, I think that she.
you don't even notice it. You know what I mean?
It's very subtle.
Yeah, because she is the queen. You know what I mean? And you expect her to be royal, and she had that hair on top of, and the crown on top of that hair.
Even with all the other characters too, like the main one that's the Duke.
Simon.
Yeah. Like with him, like him and the relationship with the girl, like that didn't seem overdone, forced. It wasn't some like ultra progressivism. You know what I mean? It was just.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
It was good to watch.
Yeah, it was
like you don't even think about that.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I will have to shout out to about Shonda Rhimes and the things that she produces is that she makes things to where it's everyday normal life. She did, and if you see a couple of her older works, and she talked about it even when she did Scandal. Olivia Pope did not get hired because she was a black female. Olivia Pope got hired because she was good at what she did. So it doesn't matter what, no matter what, she was just good at what she did. And she put these characters in. Cyrus Bean was a gay secretary, chief of staff it wasn't a big thing there. It was just, you know, what I mean,
You can't see the president today.
That was not
Honey.
Cyrus. That was not
He's
Cyrus.
busy.
He didn't talk like that
At all. Cyrus
No.
was like,
We're gonna cut that out.
No, don't. No.
But
Cyrus
hey.
was a commissioner. No, but I mean, just shout out. I mean, that's one of the things that I do like about this show
Okay.
is that it just puts stuff in there like this is just normal everyday life. So, shout out to
So
that.
I know when we had talks briefly, you were like, "Yeah, good story, bad acting." I would say, like, I did think some people did really well performance wise. So I will give like their name. Like, so I thought Eloise, the second daughter, Eloise, the second daughter, she's played by Claudia Jessie. While miscasted because she's obviously older than the actress that plays the older sister Daphne. It's miscasted, but Eloise did a really good job, and her storyline was something I was more interested in any of the other ones. Figuring out who,
was writing
the gossips.
Whistle down. Whistle down. Whistle down.
Okay, yeah.
Figuring out that was more interesting to me by the end of the show. Jonathan Bailey, who played Anthony Bridgerton, I thought he did a really good job.
Was that the oldest brother?
The oldest brother was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Polly Walker is Polly Walker. She's going to do great. If you remember her from Rome, she was Atia. She was, she played Portia in this. Yes. She did great. Ruby Barker, who was Marina Thompson, the pregnant. Girl. Yeah, she did specifically good when she was ugly crying.
Yes.
That was great. Like, and I also thought, like, from watching like Grey's and some other things, like, is Shonda like, do they have like a spray they come and they hit you in the face with? Because they ugly cries is amazing. Like, just people just have shit falling out of places, not their eyes. I'm like, it's coming out their pores.
CGI.
And then
Annalise crying.
and then Ajoa Andu, who played Lady Danbury.
Oh yeah.
And Lady Danbury is like, you can watch it and go like, that's like ridiculous. Like, what she's doing is ridiculous. But if someone like Dame Judi Dench was playing that role, you'd be like, it's amazing.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Lady Ajoa Andu, in my opinion, did a really good job portraying that like posh.
Yes.
English person. So the performances were actually
Lady
really good.
Whistledown is the
Little Whistledown. We won't spoil it.
yes, okay.
But Little Whistledown is the name of the person
Yes,
that
Is
one of my
causing
favorite
all
characters,
the,
Eloise's, was
Yeah,
doing.
it was.
I just figured it out. You ruined it for me. Thanks.
Yeah. My favorite character still, though, was actually Benedict, I would say. The second brother, who was on like, they were all on different paths, right?
The guy that's hanging out with the art.
Do with the art and all that. Because he was just on like a path of actualization, where Anthony was like forbidden love.
Okay.
Oldest brother's forbidden love. Eloise is like path to find her hero. Colin's on like a path of true love that's destroyed by deception.
Yes.
And then you have your main characters, Simon and Daphne, who are on the path of the ruse and deception, but then they eventually find true love, right? So it's really about those 5 siblings.
Yes.
The whole show is about the 5 Bridgerton siblings. There's 3 more, but they're too young. You won't know about it. But you can get something from the show based on any of those 5. You're going to get inundated with Simon and Daphne. Yeah. But the rest of them, the reason I could survive after episode 5, which I thought was the climax pinnacle. They get to where they're going. 6, 7, and 8, softcore porn, and then
speaking of climax,
just extra shit that wasn't necessary.
I mean that's where
I was angry at them. I was angry watching them be stupid.
Okay.
Like, oh, you don't know how to be what pregnancy is?
But that was very interesting, and we talked about that briefly. Like, it's very interesting. Was that a thing though, where it was so protected, and so like we're not going to talk about this? I mean, even on her wedding night, like her mom was like, "Well, it's the love, and and you got to perform your." But they never said the girl didn't even know how women make babies. Like,
it probably was a thing.
I wouldn't put it past.
It probably
you know what I mean? It probably was. And then but the guys knew.
Because women back then were like they weren't taught to be educated. They were taught to be ladies like that. You know what I mean? Like the most misogynistic thing freaking ever, But the guys, of royalty could be out there doing whatever. Like
there was a woke moment where I don't know if you remember, Daphne got real angry, and she got angry at the guy who got Miss Thompson pregnant. And she was like, he's a villain and he should have to pay and he is going to have to take care of his responsibility. And I was like, that's like modern divorce court right now.
Well, Daphne actually had a couple. Daphne had a couple of.
Oh, no. Daphne is all day woke messages.
Yeah.
But it's mostly for, women's suffrage and all that, which is fine. That one, I was just like, oh, wow. You're wrong. And you find that out anyway. You find out anyway. But, that portion of the story was in those later episodes, probably episode 7, where, I found myself struggling through, like, sitting there. Because episode 1 through 5, I was entertained because there's a whodunit and then there's like the ruse and you're like, oh, let's see how they work this out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once the ruse is over, then you're just like, oh, they have to deal with this ruse. Man, I don't care about you dealing with it.
On how you have to deal with it.
I don't care.
So what I feel they did with the Daphne character after episode 5, what they did with her was that she modernized the story, or they tried to modernize the story for that. So with those speeches and those emotions that she was given, that was to make it relatable to now.
Yeah.
Like she probably wouldn't have said. I mean, if it was present day, she would not have said half of that stuff, and like even thought of that stuff back in those days there. So I think she was trying to be. So those speeches that she was giving, I think that was trying to be more modern time. So it was more reflective. And even the time that she was living in, you have to remember, Queen Charlotte was running the kingdom.
She actually was not that involved in politics, based on history. She wasn't that involved in politics. She ran society.
She ran society, and that's why.
Which is what the show is about. It's about that portion.
But her husband was crazy.
He didn't run shit. It was it was his regent or his advisor that ran and stuff.
Wasn't there still a parliament back then that was actually running?
Yeah, sure. Because it's the Regency era, so they have that. Yeah, they have.
And they talk about it a little bit. They talk about it a little bit.
They don't get into politics much because it's not about that.
It
is a very Jane Austen. This is a love story. Oh, we're banging on stairs
and in the rain, in the yard, in the rain.
Yeah.
And his pullout game. Can we talk about the pullout game? Was
real awkward.
My man
rolls to the side like what? Dude?
I mean, that did make me a little. I was just, he's pulling out, and when she goes to talk to the person and finds out, oh, if he pulls out, I won't get pregnant. I didn't know. So then she fucking rides him and stays on top, and I'm like, look, both of y'all are grimy as hell. Both of y'all some grimy people, but I mean, he was just an idiot because it's really just like he got daddy problems.
Yeah,
you got some daddy problems. You got some daddy problems, bro.
It's affecting your sex life.
Yeah, you need to get over your daddy problems,
because
bro.
She was ready and
she had to read some letters. You okay? Get the hell out of here with that. Reading some letters and now you okay? You okay because she read some letters?
No, he was still. It was dancing in the rain at the end.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty scene. But I mean, I don't.
That Haskins house.
Wrapping it up. I think
we're good.
I think everyone kind of gets the idea
of it. I think you guys should watch it. So it's great to see.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I would say definitely watch it. There's certain characters that will stick to you. Like mine was Queen Charlotte. His was Eloise. So there's
my favorite's the lady with the cane.
Oh, Lady
Danbury.
The one that, hurt her old knees.
Lady Danbury.
That was freaking the best.
I'm with you on that one. Lady Danbury. But definitely, I think there was some strong leads. Like I said, the acting wasn't too strong there for me, but it was a good storyline.
Yeah. Oh, and before I give my thing, we are drinking out of chalices made by the amazing Rain Fox. She has an Etsy channel, Etsy page, and that will be in the description below if you would like a chalice like this or any type of other chalice, she has some available now, but these are amazing, and we are celebrating New Year's a little bit
Very
early.
nice weight base on the end there, too.
I know,
like, you don't have
right?
to worry about it knocking over. Like,
I
most
mean,
wine
I could put
glasses,
some
like,
Twisted Tea in this shit
and slap them.
Go woo on them.
That's what we're gonna have for the next.
Oh God, we should
podcast.
review that.
We're
Twisted
gonna
Tea
have-
video?
We're going to have some Twisted Tea the next time.
Oh, I'm not drinking.
But
that shit.
It's so good. It's not strong at all. It's like
Yeah, but
iced
it's
tea. I drink it all the time.
a lot of sugar. Okay, so yeah, it is definitely. I mean, it's a worth it for me.
Yeah.
And you give a few caveats, right? It's a worth it. It's nonsense. The story is good, but also crazy. It's Shondaland stuff. So if you're not down with like obscene drama, you probably won't like it. You'll, but if you got a girl or you are not someone that's like completely ridiculous, you can enjoy, at least in my opinion, episode 1 through 5, 6, 7, and 8 might be a little bit of a stretch, but like the fact that it's not very deep doesn't mean that it's not entertaining.
I'm going to say
it is
something
entertaining but not deep.
probably not going to expect. So in the first 5 minutes, I was about to leave the room because it was so damn boring, but then I got back into it. And then ended up binging like 6 episodes with, you know what I mean? So like, but give it a chance. Everyone that's like me, cynical dicks, whatever, just stick through it. And I'd say go ahead and watch it.
Yes.
So we got.
I think that's first. Ian.
We got 3 worth it. Yeah, Ian doesn't like shit.
There's nothing for him to say.
You like Star Trek
And Star Wars.
and Star Wars. So,
so for Ian to like, y'all need to watch this.
I mean,
That's the gospel.
yeah.
Like,
Well, all right. Hey,
right.
guys, let us know if you enjoyed Bridgerton. Have you watched it yet? Did you not enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Please get in those comments and let us know. Yeah. Also, check out our friend Rain Fox's Etsy studio. You can get yourself some chalices. And as always, like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.